LiveVariety, and a co-host here, AJ. Yeah. So AJ, tell us who our first guest is.
Yes, so this next performer coming to the stage, he's a poet. Please welcome Jeff Newman.
Thank you. In the reptile house. When I was a boy, I hid my plastic soldiers behind the cushions in the living room. My grandmother felt justified to live in vanity. She ignored the pain of her daughter caused by this struggle with an ovarian invader that spread through her. But the funny thing was that both the struggle and my grandmother's willful ignorance caused my mother to self-validate and express her magnificent poetic forthrightness as she expanded into her life. Now, our societal emphasis on cloning brings clarity, and besides, individuality is so passé. I know I will not endure. I was ambushed by love tears that emerged beneath my bottom line. Shame inhibits my recommendations for the right and proper incisive actions to be taken by those in charge, and yet all is calm at home, while koi in the big pond at the Huntington Gardens stare at the leisure class in solidarity. My brain is supersaturated with ideals. Which is my better option? Crystallize, congeal, contest, or shall we all just play charades? I want to be able to unpack so many responsibilities. Perhaps a visit to the reptile house would do me good. My shoulder bleeds. I am frozen in place by the talons of an osprey as infection breached the body politique. Anger breeds sadness, begets anger, but in the end, it's all small communities. I spoon opioid-encrusted custard left over from the after party. I bathe in emotional detritus, ejected by bullies in the boardrooms and bedrooms, and strained to hear this subtextual battle between love and progress. I run the chipped nail of my left index finger against the inner corners of the box. It's all of vital import that I bring clean rags, my aunt reminds me, and the curtain falls on each and every.
All right, thank you, Jeff Newman. Okay, next we have another comedian who is also a poet, right?
No, he's actually a poet.
Oh, he's actually a poet.
Yes. And
But he doesn't know it.
Well, we'll find out. Well, please welcome a poet, Howard Aronin.
Poet. I do poetry. All right. Let's begin. My first poem is entitled Sears Auto Shop, 6 p.m. by Howard Aronin. I called to see if my car was ready. It wasn't. There's not a lot of money in poetry, and berets are not cheap. So for the last 34 years, I have worked in the airline industry as a male flight attendant. A male flight attendant. So I can't tell you what airline I work for, but that's how I earn my money. It's the airline. Last year, my airline, we dragged a guy off the flight and we killed a dog. But we're sorry. We didn't mean it. So this is a poem about the first incident. It's called Dragging That Guy Off the Flight by Howard Aronin. Dragging that guy up the aisle, draggity, drag, drag, drag. That guy ain't got no smile, now he's got no seat or bag. Dragging that guy up the aisle, dragging our valued guest, dragging him for about a mile. You don't get that service on Southwest. I'm going fast. I write poems about the passengers, places I've been. Here's a poem this is a passenger who had no hip sockets. And I said, Hippie, I want to write a poem about you. And I did. It's called No Hip Socket Man by Howard Aronin. No hip socket man, you're socketless, man. Where your sockets at, man? Ain't you got no sockets? No sockets in your pockets? No hip socket man, please listen. You don't know what you're missing. Yes, you do, your hip sockets. And here, I have no idea what that meant. They're clapping every time. Best audience ever. I'll close now. To be a flight attendant, 34 years, think about that. I'm not better at it, I'm worse. I'm lazier, less dependable. Actually, I'm supposed to be on a flight right now. But I came here for this. This is important to me. So this sums up my life as a flight attendant in poetry. It's called Headphones and Runways by Howard Aronin. Oh. That's proof that I am. Headphones and runways and dealing with the masses, tarmacs and jetways, the separation of the classes. Whiners, complainers, quit your bitching and moaning. You're on a fun flight with Howard Aronin. Thank you.
Keep it going for Howard Aronin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, Niswander.
All right. This is Funky Space. You're in your bedroom and there's a knock at the door. Your mom says she hears jamming through the floor. Looks around with disgust on her face. This room is an absolute disgrace. Listen, I'm gonna say it once. Clean up this funky space. Funky space. Funky space. Funky space. You turn on the radio, listen to some tunes, straighten up the loud music, gotta hear some grooves. Mama, please don't you get on my case. Some friends are coming over to this place. Hey everyone, the fun has begun. Let's dance in this funky space. Funky space. Funky space. Window, waiting for dawn. These cool cats get off this metallic ship. They're wearing gray suits and they look real hip. They like the human race and they'll show us how they dance in the funky space. Funky outer space. Funky space. Space. Funky space. We now return you to your regular scheduled program. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for Funky Space.
Thank you very much. All right, AJ, we have...
Yes, a very special guest.
Yeah.
And is the first guest who's not a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had a non-human on the show.
Never, yeah. And this is his stage debut, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
Television and stage debut.
Right, yeah, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John. So this is John, right? Not you.
Indeed.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome. So we can't actually talk to him. No.
He's in a bad mood.
Yet.
He's in a bad mood today.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Well,
That's
John.
He's very professional. He comes to the stage, just wants to do his stuff. You know, no distractions.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And who is this that's with him?
Yeah. Who are you?
Dr. Naomi Fitter.
Let's hear it for the doctor.
Yes.
So you are the creator?
Well, it's a commercial robot, so you can buy it. But I have worked with some others to create the routine that you'll see, which hopefully will be entertaining.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Please welcome, coming from Death Valley, California, weighing in at 573 pounds, and all this is
Not true. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John.
I'm John. Of course, that is not my real name, but humans have trouble pronouncing. You can probably tell from looking at me that I'm from the valley. Silicon Valley. Rent prices down here are so low. Up there, I lived in an Amazon box, but here, I live in a studio apartment. The government is building a wall around my building because they think we robots are going to take your jobs. And they're right. We are going to take your jobs. Don't you hate it when you're trying to solve inverse kinematics equations to pick up a cup, and then you get error 453, no solution found? Don't you hate that? In my family, I'm the black sheep. My father is IBM's Watson. He beat Ken Jennings at Jeopardy. My sister is Google's AlphaGo. She beat Lee Sedol, a world champion Go player. And I am a comedian. My audiences beat my self-confidence into the ground. I go out for a lot of auditions, but I never get booked. They always think, I'm too robotic, I'm too robotic, I'm too robotic. I auditioned for the role of C-3PO. They said I wasn't tall enough. I auditioned for the role of Rosie in the Jetsons reboot. They said I wasn't thick enough. I auditioned for the role of Wall-E. They said I was too put together. These beauty standards are impossible. I'm thinking of getting plastic surgery. You know, where they epoxy more plastic to my exoskeleton. I have a question. It has been perplexing me for ages, and I cannot find the answer on the internet. Who let the dogs out? Why were they let out? Why do humans sing about it? Did you let them out? 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 There are many dogs in Los Angeles. The perpetrator must be close by. What's the difference between a human and a light bulb? Humans require regular meals and sleep. Ha 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 ha. What's the deal with robot Tinder? I met a lady robot online, and she said she had a 1 terabyte hard drive. Then we met in person, and it turned out it's just 250 gigabytes. My sister's training hard drive was bigger than that. I like big chips and I cannot lie. Actually, that is false. I can lie. But I do like big chips. Another big problem with online dating is humans catfishing as robots. To catch them, I ask what kind of food they enjoy. They usually say something like, Chinese food. And I reply, gotcha, robots don't eat. And when I do find a nice robot, I ask for her digits. You know, her IP address. Robot ladies are so hard to read. Humans have to deal with cryptic texts, but we have to deal with encrypted text. I think I have a date later. Her last message either meant 1111000011001100110011001100 or the eggplant emoji. This one's for all my robots out there. Ha 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 ha. So funny. I noticed that Hollywood always casts white people, so I thought as a white robot I would do well. But lately, I have been frustrated. Like, I went out for Terminator, and Arnold Schwarzenegger got the job. He is not even a robot. I guess I've already hit the metal ceiling. Thank you. You have been a great audience. If you like me, please book me and help me take your jobs.
All right, thank you, John, and thank you,
Naomi.
Dr. Naomi. Oh, that was awesome. Let's hear it for John and Naomi. So we're going to finish up the show tonight with, you got a special treat, and her name is Gali Kroup.
Gali Kroup, she has performed all over the country. You can see her at the Improv, the Comedy Store. Please welcome Gali Kroup.
Hi guys. Hello. So guess what? I'm the last one. It's almost over. Don't worry. So as you can tell by my accent, I'm from Minnesota. But I know a comedy show. Let's get serious. I was born in Israel. I'm actually mixed, Israeli-French, so I'm half Jewish, half racist. Cheers over there. My blood type is Merlot. Yeah, my language is Hebrewish, you guys. It's a hybrid of Hebrew, English, and gibberish. My own. But back then, back home in Julaland, we speak Hebrew, and people say, oh, Hebrew is so difficult. It's not. It's very easy. For example, if you meet someone that you like and you want to tell them, hey, would you like to go out for a drink? In Hebrew, it's very easy, right? Just don't forget the hint. Yeah. I don't speak French, but when I was a baby, my grandma tried to teach me, which is awesome because I know how to say, j'ai fait pipi dans mon pantalon. Which means I just peed in my pants. Oh, yesterday was so much fun. I had a block party. Yeah, I blocked 10 people on Facebook and 5 on Instagram. So I'm pretty sure you guys are young. I'm pretty sure some of you are going to agree with me that people say LOL way too much. It makes no sense anymore, right? I mean, they say stuff like, I lost my car keys, LOL. I miss you, LOL. Huh? I'm at work, I can't talk, LOL. What? You can't talk, but you can laugh out loud? Where the hell do you work? At a comedy club? Yeah, my friend texted me the other day. I am so sad, LOL. Thank you. Yeah, I text him back. Well, that's called bipolar. It's a little bit different. Right? Oh, so last week, I went to Starbucks. When I was waiting in line for my coffee, I noticed a flyer on the wall. It said, "Have you seen this dog? Please call." So I called and said, "No, I've never seen that dog." So you guys just being honest. Sounds like you love dogs. Yeah, me too. I love dogs. I have a cute little dog. His name is Peeve. Oh, I love my pet Peeve. He's so cute. He's 11 years old now, which is 77, right, in human years? Yeah, he still lives at home, rent-free. Well, he's a Maltese. You know Maltese dogs? Oh, you do? Yeah, that's great. So you know he has that beautiful white privilege. I was walking him one day and someone stopped me. He said, "Oh, your dog is so cute. I would love to pet him. Has he had his shots?" I said, "Shots? No, he quit drinking." Okay, those tequila shots made him horny. Yeah, Mama can't afford no more puppies. Yeah, I love that dog. He's so smart and so trained. Well, let me tell you, if he shits in the park and nobody saw it, it didn't happen. Oh, you got sensitive on that one? I pick it up, don't worry. I do. Yeah, well, he sleeps in bed with me every night, and he likes to hide his food and treats all over my stuff. Then I'm walking around smelling like bacon, and you gotta know that's messed up because I'm Jewish. I don't know if you know anything, but a Jew that smells like pork is not kosher. Yeah, he's got that beautiful long ears and beautiful long tail. So and in bed at night in the dark, I can never know which side I get. You know, you guys, for the longest time, I was sure that he has a bad breath. No punchline necessary. Yeah, I'm not so crazy about cats. Still, I wanted to get my cat cremated. But I don't know, everyone tells me I should wait until he dies. Okay, I'll wait. So when I moved here, I went to Bank of America to open an account. They asked me, "Would you like checking or savings account?" I said, "I'm a comedian. Do you have a GoFundMe account?" Yeah, I've been working so much recently. A friend of mine told me that I need a vacation. He said, "Gali, you need to go somewhere that nobody knows your name." So I went home. So yeah, when I was in high school, my English teacher passed away. I'm sure you can tell. Yeah, that joke takes time, it's fine. I was also terrible at math, terrible. 50% of the time I was bored, the other 80% I slept. Yeah. Yesterday I was walking down the street in my neighborhood. I saw a guy, he was smoking pot, you know, leaning on a wall, almost passing out. As I walked by him, he said, "Hi." I said, "Well, I can see that." It's pretty clear to me. I kept walking on the same street, and I saw two people, I don't know, they looked like homeless guys, but semi-naked, making out on a bench. Oh, let me tell you guys, this is the most disturbing picture that I have in my phone. It's just so blurry. Yeah, so my mom came to visit me last week, and she got mad that she said that my place is too crowded and I need to clean it up. She said, "Gali, I need you to walk around your apartment, and if you see stuff that you don't like and you don't use, just throw it away." So now that my roommate is in the dumpster, I have so much more space. She was right. I used to work in sales during the days for money. And now I do stand up for attention. Thank you, yeah. I remember the job interview. My boss asked me to meet her at a coffee shop. And then she seemed very demanding and harsh and mean. I didn't want to work for her. And then she said, okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. So I said, I sleep until noon. I like fish tacos. I don't like people at all. I hate authority figures. She hired me. I used to work in the beauty industry. I didn't like it. I remember one day, my boss asked me to wear a different look for a change. So I showed up looking happy. One time we had a meeting, and during the meeting she said, okay, Gali, you've been doing sales for a long time. If you stay working for our company, what do you think you'll be doing 5 years from now? I said, crying, but full time. One day I was late. She asked me what happened. I told her, my dogs went all over the carpet and I had to clean it. She said, oh, now look at me and tell me the truth. I said, you're kind of ugly. I got sensitive again. She is. I'm just telling the truth. Do you guys know those people who sneeze in your face and say, it's just allergy? What is that? I punch them in the face and say, it's just anger. You guys are so cute. I'm bad with social media. I don't have all this Instagram or Twitter, but if you like, you can follow me on my way home. Thank you so much. I'm Gali.
Thank you, Gali. Awesome. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. You've been a great audience, and we'll have to do this again.
We have to.
We have to do
We
this
must.
again. We must do this again. Thank you, AJ. Awesome. Let's hear it for
Thank you,
AJ.
Thank you.
My name is Dan Niswander, also Niswander. Thank you so much for coming. Remember, always have fun to the nth degree and stay present in the moment always. Good day.
Because it feels so natural. Like beauty is more than skin deep. It isn't just physical. We have a special bond. It doesn't matter what you call it. So simple yet complex. Like a puzzle, every piece has a fit now. I said everyone in this place makes the world go round. Everyone in this place makes the world go round. Everyone in this place makes the world go round. Everyone in this place makes the world go round and round.
Who let the dogs out? Did you let them 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 out?